The ultimate guide to getting more visitors to your blog. Getting more visitors to your blog is vital for making money with it. The worst thing you can do when you first create your blog is get caught up in the analytics, fretting because too few people are reading your content. These things take time, and if you focus on quality content and stick to the basics, then it will happen for you eventually. At least to some extent. But there will come a time when you reach a plateau of sorts, a time when you need to start thinking proactively in order to increase your visitor count. And that's what this chapter can help with. There is a lot to cover here as there are many ways you can boost that visitor count and make those analytics stronger. If your site is not quite ready, if you're still building content, then SEO should be your main goal. But if you've done all of that and are just looking for a boost, read on. What not to do. Before we take a look at the things that you can do, and maybe should do, let's cover the things that you should definitely not do. Some of these things have been mentioned in passing already, some will be covered later on. That's because these are things that many bloggers do, and things that could do more damage to your blog than a shared hosting plan and a terrible copywriter. If you start looking for ways to boost your visitor count, if you start asking questions, then you'll be offered some of these. You may also be offered them out of the blue. If your domain is not private, your details will be trawled using Whospots and you will be spammed by everyone from web developers to SEO experts. As tempting as they are, avoid them at all costs. This is one of those things that really is too good to be true. Cheap paid SEO. There are so-called SEO experts out there that are willing to work for very little, often around $5 an hour. You can find them on Upwork, Guru and similar platforms and they'll respond in their droves to any marketing project that you post. It is true that $5 goes much further in some countries and that you can get specialists for less in these countries, but not at this price. These experts will promise you the world and then deliver something that damages the reputation of your site. You lose out, your hard work is undone, and you have to pay for the pleasure. They use many techniques to do this, including the ones below. Just remember that while actual SEO experts do exist and while you can pay less for ones in poorer countries, ones not attached to major firms and ones without experience, we'll discuss true SEO experts further down, will still cost well above $30 an hour, while first world experts can make hundreds of dollars an hour. Directory and search engine packages. One of the old school ways of increasing your visit count was to pay for a package that promised to add your site to a number of directories and search engines. This was a great money spinner for web hosts back in the day. They tagged a random monetary value to this package and offered it as a special offer when you purchased a plan or domain. But like most special one-time only offers, these weren't all they seemed. Search engines will trawl your site if it's connected to others, and if it's worth anything, it will be, and directories are not what they once were. It will happen anyway and you don't need to apply. Also, Google clamped down on link trading and link building programs some time ago and most of these sites, there are exceptions, do more harm than good. Spamming. In no form is spamming acceptable. Do not pay for email lists, do not spam comment sections or social media, and do not harass bloggers with copy and pasted messages. You'll raise red flags for your blog and your reputation will take a hit as well. Paid tweets. There is something to be said for Facebook ads and even Twitter ads, but don't be tempted into paying for sponsored tweets. These may have been effective at one point, but only if you had the money to pay people with millions of genuine followers. Anyone who is not a celebrity and has tens of thousands of followers has either spent months following back low-quality accounts, or has paid for fake followers. In any case, neither of these are effective. Also, Twitter users who do pay attention tend to ignore anything that contains the ad hashtag, and this is now mandatory on all paid tweets. Backlinks. Be very suspicious of any person, site or service that promises hundreds or thousands of backlinks for very little money. Even if they claim that those sites have a high DA or PR, it's not what it seems. There is a reason high DA sites can make hundreds of dollars from posting a single dofollow link, and if someone is promising you hundreds of these links for less than $50, something is amiss. Landing pages. While effective, landing pages are not really suited to blogs. They require a lot of time and effort, not to mention money, if you're not creating your own content, which is better invested in other areas. Fiverr. Let's keep this simple. While gig-based platforms do have their uses, and while Fiverr is great for a gimmick and a bit of fun, nothing that costs $5 in this industry is worth your time. Now that we have that out of the way, let's focus on the things that you should do, things that can give your analytics a boost,